Welcome to my channel Valuable Coins, All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started.
Top 1. Have you ever glanced at a handful of change and wondered if something in your pocket might be worth more than face value? What if I told you that a seemingly ordinary Washington quarter from 1965, yes, just 25 cents, could actually be worth a small fortune? In the world of coin collecting, stories like this aren't just fairy tales. They're grounded in history, rare minting anomalies, and the passionate pursuit of collectors who know exactly what to look for. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating legacy of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that has surprised collectors and enthusiasts time and time again with its hidden secrets and jaw-dropping value. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, and it became a fixture in American currency. For decades, these coins were made with 90% silver, until 1965. When the U.S. Mint made a monumental shift. The rising cost of silver had become unsustainable, and to keep up with demand, the Mint transitioned from silver to a copper-nickel clad composition. This made the 1965 quarter the first of its kind in a new era of coinage. But what makes this specific year so incredibly special? It's not just the change in materials, it's what happened during that transition that truly makes the 1965 quarter a collector's dream. During the chaos of the metal switch, the U.S. Mint mistakenly struck some 1965 quarters on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. These incredibly rare error coins are virtually indistinguishable at first glance from the regular copper-nickel quarters unless you know exactly what to look for. Their weight, their sound, and even their edge might give them away to a trained eye or ear. To the average person, they look like any other quarter. But in reality, these few surviving specimens are worth a fortune. And then, beyond the silver errors, there are quarters from 1965 with other types of mint errors, double die obverse, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes, all of which are like gold in the hands of experienced collectors. Now imagine finding a 1965 quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, possibly one that never even touched another coin. These rare examples often show perfect detail, clean surfaces, and the sharp strike that collectors crave. Add an error or rare mint anomaly into the mix, and you've got something truly exceptional, an artifact of American monetary history that tells a story of change, transition, and rare fortune. These quarters often escape notice for decades, hiding in jars, drawers, and old coin rolls, only to emerge later as incredible surprises to their unsuspecting owners. As coin collectors and treasure hunters continue to explore the numismatic treasures scattered across America, the 1965 Washington quarter remains a prized target. With each new discovery, these coins prove that the most ordinary items can sometimes be the most extraordinary. And for one especially rare and valuable 1965 Washington quarter, its ultimate worth has reached a staggering amount that few would ever expect for a coin of its kind. That particular piece, thanks to its minting anomaly, outstanding condition, and incredible rarity, has been valued at $180,000. Top 2. In the world of American coinage, few coins spark as much excitement among collectors and enthusiasts as the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of the nation's first president, the Washington quarter has since become one of the most widely recognized coins in circulation. While most quarters pass from hand to hand without a second glance, there are some that hold hidden stories, unexpected value, and incredible rarity. One such coin is the 1979 Washington quarter dollar, an unassuming piece that, under the right conditions, can be worth far more than its face value. In fact, some rare examples have fetched astonishing sums, making them a prized treasure in the coin collecting community. The 1979 Washington quarter may not appear extraordinary to the average person. Struck in the post-silver era, it was made with the standard copper-nickel clad composition that had become the norm since 1965. But even without silver, these coins can hold tremendous value depending on a few critical factors. The condition of the coin is the first key. Coins that remain in mint state or uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that have been worn down in daily commerce. A quarter with its original luster, sharp strike, and virtually no signs of handling becomes immediately more desirable to collectors. But beyond condition, it's the rare minting errors and unique varieties that truly set some 1979 quarters apart. In some rare cases, a 1979 quarter may have been struck on the wrong planchet, perhaps a leftover blank intended for a different denomination, or even a foreign coin. Others may display unusual doubling, off-center strikes, die cracks, or other abnormalities that occurred during the minting process. These errors were never intended to be released into circulation, and yet a small number made their way into the hands of the public. When discovered, they become headline-worthy finds. The rarity of such coins combined with their visual uniqueness makes them extremely attractive to serious collectors, who are often willing to pay a significant premium to add them to their collections. Even more fascinating is the fact that many of these coins are still out there, waiting to be discovered. Whether tucked away in a forgotten jar of change, resting in an old coin album, or hiding inside a roll of quarters from the bank, the possibility of uncovering a valuable 1979 Washington quarter is very real. Coin roll hunters, collectors who search through rolls of coins in hopes of finding rare pieces, have been known to discover such gems, turning an ordinary day into a thrilling moment of numismatic discovery. With patience, a sharp eye, and a bit of luck, the average person could come across a coin that's worth far more than anyone might expect. In addition to errors and condition, provenance also plays a role in a coin's value. Coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by trusted third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC often fetch higher prices due to their verified authenticity and quality. A 1979 Washington quarter with a rare error, perfect condition, and a certified high grade becomes a powerhouse of value in the coin market. The demand for such coins is strong, especially as more people become interested in coin collecting both as a hobby and an investment. As we continue to witness the rise of coin collecting in the digital age, with communities forming across social media and YouTube channels like this one showcasing incredible finds from everyday people, the interest in coins like the 1979 Washington quarter continues to grow. Every year, new collectors join the hunt, eager to uncover history and value in their change. And when you realize that a seemingly ordinary 1979 quarter has been sold for an eye-watering sum due to its rarity and condition, it reminds us all that treasure might just be hiding in plain sight. One remarkable 1979 Washington quarter, due to its minting anomaly, pristine uncirculated condition, and confirmed rarity, has stunned collectors and enthusiasts by being valued at $160,000. Top 3. In the vast landscape of American coinage, few denominations have the power to captivate collectors quite like the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, this iconic piece of currency has seen numerous design changes, composition shifts, and minting variations over the decades. Yet, among the millions of quarters minted each year, there are select dates that stand out, not necessarily because of precious metals or historical anniversaries, but due to the rare and valuable surprises they hold. One such year is 1982, a seemingly ordinary year for pocket change, yet a hidden treasure trove for those who know what to look for. The 1982 Washington quarter dollar is a coin that has, under special circumstances, fetched astonishing prices and continues to spark excitement in the world of coin collecting. At first glance, the 1982 Washington quarter appears no different than any other. It features the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse, along with the standard copper-nickel clad composition that had replaced silver back in 1965. However, 1982 was a pivotal year for the U.S. Mint. It marked a time of economic strain, and in an effort to cut costs, the Mint made the decision to stop producing uncirculated mint sets for the general public. That means many coins from this year were not preserved in pristine condition, making high-grade examples far rarer than those from years with broader collector distribution, What truly sets some 1982 quarters apart, however, are the intriguing errors and varieties that emerged during production. Due to changes in die maintenance and the lack of mint sets, some coins were struck with die deterioration, creating unique visual effects such as doubling, weak strikes, and even partial designs. Others may have been struck on planchets that were intended for other coins, resulting in weight anomalies and dramatic appearance changes. These rare mint errors have become incredibly valuable, especially when found in excellent condition. Collectors and dealers alike hunt for these anomalies, knowing that their rarity combined with historical context makes them exceptionally desirable. Additionally, some 1982 quarters were struck without a mint mark, a trait that is usually seen as a mistake or oversight during the minting process. These no mint mark quarters are highly sought after, especially when paired with strong strike quality and sharp details. It's these small yet significant details that can turn an otherwise average coin into a numismatic marvel worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. One of the biggest challenges in collecting 1982 Washington quarters is finding coins that have survived in uncirculated or mint state condition. Because of the absence of collector sets, most of the 1982 quarters available today have seen years, if not decades, of circulation. They've passed through countless hands, vending machines, and cash registers, accumulating wear and losing their original luster. But when a coin from this year is found in mint condition, particularly with an error or rare variety, it becomes an incredibly valuable find, sometimes even life-changing for the lucky individual who discovers it. Imagine going through an old jar of change, or searching through bank rolls of quarters, and coming across a 1982 Washington quarter that appears different. Perhaps it's missing a mint mark, or it has a striking error visible to the naked eye. If that coin is in great shape and later confirmed by a professional grading service to be a rare variety or minting mistake, it could turn out to be one of the most valuable quarters of modern times. Coin roll hunters, collectors, and even casual enthusiasts are always on the lookout for such incredible finds, knowing that fortune often favors the observant. As interest in coin collecting continues to grow thanks to online communities and educational platforms like this one, more people are discovering the hidden gems that may be sitting right in their pocket change. The 1982 Washington quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a coin with no silver content and no commemorative design can still command massive value due to rarity, errors, and high condition. For those who take the time to learn, examine, and search, the potential rewards are very real. And when we talk about rewards, the numbers speak for themselves. A single 1982 Washington quarter dollar, thanks to its unique mint error, flawless condition, and the growing demand among collectors, has sold for an extraordinary amount. One of these exceptional coins has reached the stunning value of $140,000. Top 4. In the rich and fascinating world of coin collecting, every coin tells a story, and some stories are more surprising than others. Among the many coins minted by the United States, the Washington quarter stands tall, not just for its iconic design, but for its unique ability to occasionally transform from everyday currency into a collector's dream. And today, we're going to dive deep into one such fascinating piece, the 1986 Washington quarter dollar. This seemingly common coin, often overlooked in pocket change and forgotten in coin jars, has recently captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, and for good reason. Some of these quarters, under rare and specific conditions, have proven to be incredibly valuable, sparking a wave of renewed interest across the numismatic community. Now, the Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, when it was first issued to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. While the basic design remained largely unchanged for decades, with Washington's portrait on the front and a bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows on the reverse, subtle changes and minting anomalies over the years have created hidden treasures that most people never notice. The 1986 quarter might seem unremarkable at first glance, but it belongs to a period when the U.S. Mint was dealing with a range of production challenges, including die wear, planchet variations, and evolving minting techniques. all of which opened the door to rare errors and varieties. One key reason the 1986 Washington quarter has become a standout year among collectors is because of these errors and unexpected anomalies. Some examples of the 1986 quarter have been discovered with striking defects that occurred during the minting process. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, missing elements like mint marks, or even coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. These types of errors make the coins far more valuable than their face value, especially when they are certified by grading organizations as genuine minting mistakes. But even without such errors, high-grade, uncirculated 1986 quarters can be rare, particularly since this was not a year of special collector sets or unique commemorative issues. Most quarters from this era went straight into circulation, meaning they quickly picked up scratches, nicks, and wear from daily use. For coin hunters and collectors, condition is everything. The grading of a coin can dramatically affect its value, with mint state and proof versions commanding the highest prices. A pristine, uncirculated 1986 Washington quarter, especially one with an error or rare die variety, can be a crown jewel in any collection. It's a reminder that even modern coins can hold immense value if preserved properly, and if they possess unique traits that separate them from the millions of others minted in the same year. This is why so many coin enthusiasts spend hours searching through rolls of quarters, checking their change, and visiting coin shows to find that one special piece that others may have missed. Interestingly, despite its modern date, the 1986 Washington quarter is part of a trend where coins from the 1980s and 1990s are gaining popularity in the collecting world. As more people begin to recognize the significance of mint errors and high-quality condition coins, values have skyrocketed for certain pieces. It's no longer just ancient or silver coins that command top dollar. Modern clad coins like the 1986 quarter are proving that they too can be incredibly desirable under the right circumstances. That's why this coin has caught the eyes of collectors who understand that rarity isn't just about age, but also about availability, condition, and unique characteristics. So, what should you be looking for if you come across a 1986 quarter? First, check for any visible anomalies, misaligned images, doubling of letters or numbers, or missing design features can all point to mint errors. Next, consider the condition of the coin. Does it have sharp details, strong luster, and no visible wear? If so, it may be worth having the coin professionally graded. Finally, be aware of your coin's mint mark. Coins produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints can have subtle differences, and certain varieties might be more valuable than others. The more informed you are, the better your chances of recognizing a valuable coin when you see one. The 1986 Washington quarter serves as a powerful example of how history, craftsmanship, and luck can converge to create something truly special. And for those lucky enough to find a rare variant, or a perfectly preserved specimen, the reward can be life-changing. In fact, one exceptionally rare and high-grade 1986 Washington quarter dollar has been valued at a stunning $125,000. Top 5. The Washington quarter dollar, minted by the United States since 1932, has become one of the most recognized coins in American history. Over the decades, collectors and enthusiasts have scoured their pockets, change jars, and bank rolls hoping to find a hidden treasure among these coins. While some believe that only old, silver, or rare era coins are worth big money, recent discoveries have shown that even coins from more recent decades can carry significant value, if you know what to look for. One such surprising coin is the Washington quarter dollar from 1990. At first glance, this coin might appear to be just another ordinary quarter, a simple piece of pocket change. But in the world of numismatics, looks can be deceiving. The 1990 quarter holds a unique place among collectors due to its subtle variations, potential mint errors, and surprisingly high value when found in pristine or exceptional condition. The design of the 1990 Washington quarter maintains the classic profile of George Washington on the obverse, a familiar and enduring image originally sculpted by John Flanagan. The reverse features the traditional eagle design that had been used since 1932 up until the state quarter program began in 1999. But despite its common appearance, the 1990 quarter is far from ordinary when you dive into its finer details. During this era, the U.S. Mint was producing coins at extremely high volumes, and quality control could sometimes fall short. This opened the door for a range of rare minting errors that have since become the focal point for collectors seeking valuable finds. One of the most desirable features a 1990 quarter can have is a double die error, where the coin appears to have doubled lettering or date due to a misalignment during the striking process. These errors are rare but highly sought after, as they create distinct, visible differences that make a coin stand out from the millions of others minted that year. Another aspect to watch for is the presence, or absence, of a mint mark. Coins struck in Philadelphia in 1990 were typically made without a mint mark, while those from Denver carry a small D beneath the date. Coins that mistakenly received the wrong mint mark, or none at all when they were supposed to, can be extremely valuable. Beyond errors, even standard 1990 quarters in high-grade mint state condition can command impressive prices, especially those that have never been in circulation and are free from wear and tear. Coin grading plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin, particularly if it's been certified by a trusted grading service such as PCGS or NGC. A 1990 Washington quarter graded MS-67 or higher becomes a serious prize for collectors because such coins are exceedingly rare. Even fewer remain in that level of pristine condition because most were used in daily transactions. When a coin like the 1990 quarter is preserved in perfect condition, its rarity skyrockets, and so does its value. Another exciting aspect of the 1990 quarter's allure lies in its accessibility. Unlike coins from the 1800s or early 1900s that are hard to find and often expensive to purchase in any condition, a 1990 quarter could still be lurking in someone's change jar, tucked away in a coin folder from childhood, or sitting unnoticed in a bank roll. This accessibility makes the hunt even more thrilling for collectors, because you never know when or where you might stumble upon one of these rare pieces. For those who are serious about coin collecting, it's essential to examine your 1990 quarters closely. Look for signs of doubling in the inscriptions, unusual spacing, or die cracks. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering, edges, and date for anything unusual. Pay close attention to the condition of the coin. Surface scratches, discoloration, and dull luster will affect the grade, and therefore the value. However, if you happen to find a coin with sharp, defined edges, original luster, and no signs of wear, it could be a high mint state candidate worth having professionally evaluated. The journey of the 1990 Washington quarter from an everyday coin to a highly sought-after collectible is a testament to the wonders of numismatics. It shows us that even modern coins can hold tremendous value and that incredible discoveries can be made in the most unexpected places. As collectors continue to uncover rare and unique specimens from recent decades, interest in coins like the 1990 quarter only continues to grow. And for those fortunate enough to uncover one of these rare, high-grade or error-filled coins, the reward can be truly life-changing. One remarkable 1990 Washington quarter dollar, preserved in flawless condition and bearing a rare error, was recently valued at an astounding $100,000.